Brexiteer Chris Heaton-Harris will be pulling the strings for Liz Truss in talks with the European Union, an MP has suggested. Peter Bone praised Mr. Heaton-Harris, the new Minister of State for Europe, as well-liked, charming and possessing a steely determination. He told Express.co.uk, "I could not think of a better appointment other than Lord Frost for that role. His charm should not be mistaken for a lack of determination. He will do what's right. H is also a referee, so he won't be pushed around by anyone. He will not hesitate to show a red card to Europe if necessary. We're in very safe hands." Foreign Secretary Liz Truss announced on Sunday she would take over as lead negotiator with the EU over the Northern Ireland Protocol after Lord Frost's departure. She also revealed that Mr. Heaton-Harris would act as her deputy on the talks and EU exit. Mr. Bone suggested the Minister of State would undertake key day-to-day work, believing there would be little difference in the approach taken by Mr. Heaton-Harris and Lord Frost. A former chair of the European Research Group, Mr. Heaton-Harris was elected to the European Parliament in 1999 representing the East Midlands. In the 2010 general election, he won the safe Tory seat of Daventry. His majority in 2019 was 26,080. During the early 2010s, he rebelled against the Tories under David Cameron's leadership in support of an early referendum on Britain's EU membership. Mr. Bone said, "That tells you his credentials. You would also find it very difficult to find a member either side of the House that doesn't like him either." He added that, in place of Lord Frost, Mr. Heaton-Harris' appointment is the best bit of good news to emerge from Downing Street for a while. The protocol was designed to prevent checks along the border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland after Brexit, but since it came into force it has sparked disagreement between the UK and EU over trade between Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Lord Frost, who negotiated the Brexit deal and was trying to iron out differences on the controversial Northern Ireland Protocol with the EU, is said by one ally to be disillusioned with the direction of the government. He is also known to have been frustrated by Mr. Johnson's reluctance to trigger Article 16 in the Northern Ireland talks, which would end the protocol and reunite the UK. Tory MP Andrew Bridgen Conservative described Lord Frost's resignation as a body blow to the PM, the government and any true Conservative. He said, "Lord Frost's concerns are exactly the same as many backbenchers, and after this week's by-election it appears also the former Conservative voters in North Shropshire." However, Robert Olds, from the eurosceptic Bruges group, said he had allowed himself to be repeatedly outmaneuvered by the EU, adding, "He has rightly gone before Brexiteers saw the failure of his mission to implement Article 16, end the protocol, and his betrayal of Northern Ireland where he was allowing Ulster to remain a colony of the EU." Mr. Heaton-Harris' new role prompted the FT's Whitehall editor, Sebastian Payne, to speculate that Prime Minister Boris Johnson's decision was tactically significant. He tweeted that Mr. Heaton Harris had been in line for the role of Chief Whip when Mr. Johnson took office. Mr. Payne said, CHH was in line for Chief Whip when Johnson first entered office and has been rumored for the job since the Patterson COVID debacles. One assumes to keep an eye on Truss. In 2017, the eurosceptic faced a backlash among academics after he wrote to university vice-chancellors asking them for details of what students were taught about Brexit.